We've got a nickel hunt tonight, and rather than 2 boxes, we've got a bag that finally dropped. Let's get in there. Welcome back to Silver and the Big Sky, and that's right, we've got a nickel bag. The nickels just don't circulate like the other stuff. You guys see us do quarter bags all the time, and not very many nickel bags because, well, we don't get to hunt them till one drops. There's $200 in here, so equivalent of 2 boxes. And we've had some good luck with some nickel bags. So let's hope there's some really awesome stuff in there. There's a little look at the Big Sky. Nice afternoon here in the Big Sky. What do you got, baby? You got anything?
Nope, just, had a good, nice weekend and camped, and now we're back.
Yep, it was a good long weekend. Let's start by thanking our channel members. You can be a channel member too. There's a couple of options there, just $2.99 or $4.99 a month, and some good longevity badges there that you can earn. There's our one silver member, Yumster27, and then our other 3, Mr. Pennington, Brian Jarvis 2901, and Bo Richwalski. We appreciate you as we appreciate you all. Here's a little look at what we're working on. We've got some books, and we've got 1 slot left in Series 1. We've got a book, and we've filled 64 of the 65 slots. It's just a 1950 Denver. If you watch coin hunting videos, in particular nickels, that's a hard one to find. But we have started a Series 2 running with it. We've already filled 33 of the 65 slots in that. And on the year, we've hunted 32 boxes and finding 33 war nickels. So we're averaging 1 per with 8 buffaloes. All right, enough of that. Let's get into the hunt. We will bring you in with any cool and interesting finds along the way. Very first handful, haven't even flipped any coins out. I thought that one there looked old and interesting, and it's going to be a first find. I already flipped it around and looked at it, but it's Philadelphia from the back, as there's no mint mark there to the right, and it's going to be a 1941. And then she just slipped over a coin, and look at that, a 2026. We have literally only found a 2026 in one denomination, and it was nickels, and interestingly, they were all Philadelphia coins. So that's our first Denver minted 2026. Awesome. Well, let's get going. Just seconds later, she's got a 40s find.
I got a 1940.
I guess I shouldn't have said 4Ds.
Nope. It looks like it's a Philly. Of course,
Another
it's not a
Philly.
D.
Well, hopefully we can run into some mint marks here soon. She's got another find in this same first handful, or handfuls.
Well, yeah, I just I picked up some, and I saw one just hanging out down here.
48, if that has an S, can be a semi-key date.
Ooh, guess what it has?
Philly.
Yeah. So, 48 Philly.
Well, we're on a roll with the Philly coins. Well, a little halfway through the bag update, the 40s and 50s finds have been a light. There was a 52S, which is a better date, but no semi-key dates, and not as many finds as we would want. But in the last couple of hunts in our nickels, the side finds have been relatively empty. Look at the side find board. Insane. So we did find a couple of unique or interesting forward. There's a United Kingdom 1 penny, 1988. I'll show you the reverse there too. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I had to look that one up because don't think we've seen one of those. And I don't think we've seen one of those either. A 1989 out of the Philippines, a 25 centimo. Yeah, pretty cool. Of course, a 1995 Canadian. We always see Canadian nickels. I do appreciate we had somebody comment on something to look for on a particular coin that we had found, so I do appreciate those comments. We found a penny. Very odd to find 5 quarters. Nothing unique about them, but we have found 5 quarters now. And more modern, lower mintages. 2 of the 2009 Denvers, 7 of the 24 Denvers, 4 of the 2026 Denvers, and 3 of the 2026 Phillies. These were selling for more than face value. I haven't looked into them for a little bit. We typically get these things just a little late, and by then everyone's kind of bought up their ones for their coin books or whatever, and maybe they're not worth much, but yeah. All right, enough for that. We'll get back to the hunt. Well, definitely into that second half of the bag, and we're actually going to have a fourth 40s find. This one's going to be a 1946, it looks like. It is. Just missed silver by a year. And that one also is going to be a filly. I think all of our 40s have been fillies. Same handful. Maybe finally getting into some 40s coins. This one's going to be another one that, if it's an S, could be a big find. Looks like a 1949. Of course, the 49 in San Francisco is a semi-key date. And it is. Look at that. Not the nicest of coins, but we'll take a semi-key date. Dang, about time. All right. I'm sure we need that one for the book. But yeah, there we go. 49S. Well, we are in our last handfuls here. And, well, she already saw the reverse of this 1955.
I did, and I bet you guys can't guess what it is.
So the 55.
It's on my side.
Which is good that it's on her side, because the 55, if it's a filly, it's like one of the few fillies you're looking for. It is a semi-key date if it's a filly.
Guess what?
Show us.
It's a filly.
No mint mark. So that's the one time you're happy to see it.
Yep.
No mint mark. We got a Philadelphia 1955 semi-key date, second semi-key date of the hunt. And I'm certain both of those will go into this Series 2 book, because we only had one semi-key date in there. So, freaking awesome. Good job, babe. Good time to find a filly.
Thanks.
The last couple of coins in the bag. That's going to be it. And it's a 1949. This one had a filly, so no second 49 semi-key date. Let's just make sure we've got no more finds right there. Don't see any oldies there. Maybe another more modern one. But yeah, let me set up the board. We'll be back for a little recap. The second half of the bag definitely had more older finds, while the first half of the bag had more of the newer, more modern finds. But yeah, it was a mixed bag. We'll be back for a recap here real shortly. Well, that is a wrap on this bag nickel hunt, or 2-box nickel hunt. Lots of finds on the board. Might have been a little short for our oldies as far as finding 20 per box or 40 in this hunt, but the side finds were ridiculous. Let's cover them again real quick. 3 just stunners. I love to just pull aside old Jefferson nickels that are just really, really nice. Look at that 1966. Goodness gracious. 4 of the 2026 fillies and 4 of the 2026 Denvers. We had not seen a single Denver in our hunts. Pretty interesting. And we have been just not finding very many of these 2024 Denvers. That's one of your most modern, lower mintage coins. And what are these? I've got 3. So 15, 16, 17, it looks like. Yeah, 17 2024 Denvers. We did find one 2024 Philly. And the 09 Denver is the same way. 5 of the 2009 Denvers. Paid for our fees in quarters. We ended up with 8 quarters. Can't find a quarter in a nickel roll. So, yeah, you got to do a bag hunt to find that kind of mistake. We pay 1% in bag fees to hunt a bag. So, on a $1,000 bag of quarters, we pay $10. On a $200 bag of nickels, we pay $2. So, we made our $2 up right there. So, good to see that. We had that 1988 United Kingdom coin, I believe. I looked it up when we found it. It's a 1 penny. We found a Philippines 1989 25 centimo. Like to see that. 1995 Canadian. We even found a penny 1980. At least it's copper. We'll throw it in the copper stash. Let's get to the oldies. I've separated out the ones that are slaughters for Series 2, but we found some good ones in this hunt. 59, we found a pile. We found a lot of 50s there at the end of the bag. Looks like 4 59 Denvers, a 58 Philly, better date. I think 5 58 Denvers. We're finding a bunch. Oh no, there's like 6 or 7 there. Quite a few. We had a couple of 57 Denvers. 56, we had a Philly and a Denver. 55, we had a Denver, though we did find that semi-key date 55 Philly. I've got it down below. 54, we found several Denvers and a San Francisco. 52, we found just San Francisco's, which are a better date. 48, we've got a Philly. 41, those are, I think, our first 2 finds of the hunt, were a 41 and a 40 Philly. On to those 5 that are going to slot into the Series 2 book and were the finds of the hunt. 55 Philly, which is a semi-keyed 8. So there's, at least my list anyway, has 5 keyed 8s and 5 semi-keyed 8s. So that's a top 10 coin that you can find in a nickel hunt as far as Jefferson nickels are concerned. 52, we had a San Francisco. Oh, I did have San Francisco's. Oh, no, the Denver. 52 Denver we actually didn't have in the book, even though the 52 San Francisco's above were better at 8s. 49 Philly will go under that book. A 49 San Francisco, another semi-keyed 8. So we found multiple semi-keyed 8s in the hunt. Always a good hunt when that happens. And a 46 Philly. Unfortunately, no silver in the Big Sky tonight. I can give you guys a parting shot of the Big Sky. Hope you guys enjoyed this hunt. We certainly had a good time. Nickels are always fun. This was a fun one. It was interesting. The first half of the bag had more of that stuff on the side there, more of the modern finds that we were pulling aside. And then the second half did have more oldies. There's a little update on the look, or on our numbers. Those 78 boxes now in Series 1, just missing that 50D. We're now just 8 boxes into Series 2 with having 38 of the spots filled. We've hunted 34 boxes on the year with 33 war, 8 buffalo, a V, 4 proof. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the hunt. We certainly did. This was a fun one. Tons of side finds. That's crazy, actually. Yeah. We appreciate you and look forward to seeing you in the next hunt.